Okay, we should be live now. So, how did you like my video this morning? I made a video for all you lovers, all you people in love, for couples, people wanting to hook up. I left the message, and I'm gonna release the channel later on so you can tune in to it. Um, I just wanted to give it a little bit of time to melt together, to kind of marinate. And wait to see what the whatever is on it. So I'm out here. I'm about to wash this front window because it is filthy. And I'm going to tell you something. What's going on? As soon as one of them tomato trucks comes up over there, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of something about them mater trucks. Them tomatoes, they're still running. It's October. They've been running for 4 months already. I think they started in July. So they had a lot of damn tomatoes. I'm going to tell you something about them tomatoes trucks, okay? Because right now, you know what happened. I'm going to do that business thing. That's what I'm out here for. It's going to take me like 20 minutes to get out there. But I just saw the tomato trucks right now, and they had a whole crap load of tomatoes this year. So I don't know what they're talking about, but I know my numbers on the cotton are right. Okay. Um, but you know how they had that one thing in Florida. You know how they had that one thing. Okay, there's a tomato truck right there. See, the tomato truck's about to make a turn. See the tomato truck right there? They don't know which one's gonna go. Right? That white one's gonna go straight. He's gonna go straight. He's gonna get on the freeway, and the other one's turning in. Got to turn in right in front of him, so they don't know what to do. And now you got another tomato truck right behind him, and so that tomato truck's gonna have to go, so this guy can get it on. Nope, he's going. He ain't waiting for him. The tomato truck had no. He's not going straight, but I'm pretty sure the tomato truck had the right of way. I don't know, but that's a tomato truck right there. You see that? See, the tomato trucks, they don't have what's called running lights on them, marker lights. You know how your big rigs, they'll all have a whole bunch of marker lights like that. That truck right there, it's got marker lights all over it. So when it travels at nighttime, it looks like a freaking big old parade going down the road, right? All lit up with yellow, amber lights. Well, the tomato trucks don't have that. And just, I guess it was 3 days ago, it was October 3rd, a police officer from Chowchilla or Madera, one or the other. I told you they're putting all this stuff on Facebook. Before, the people would never know about all this stuff that's going on out here on the roads. CHP is posting it, California Highway Patrol. And just like that one guy who made a U-turn, right? Over in Florida. Well, this one, across he was going across the freeway, right? It had a stop sign, and it crosses the freeway, it crosses the westbound 2 lanes. Then it has like island median in the middle, I guess you would call it, and then it has the 2 lanes going eastbound. I mean, these are going westbound, and then the other two are going eastbound. And so he had to cross the freeway, the eastbound and the westbound. Oh my God. These people are freaking crazy. Look at this. Idiots. Idiots. Um, but, um, and so it was like 10:30 at night. So, it was dark. And Meta trucks don't have no marker lights on them. To prove it to you, I'll have to show you them at night. Probably come out here at night. See, there's a whole bunch of them. There's another one going right now. You can see them in the... Those are Meta trucks. See the Meta trailers? And the one on back, the cop car, went right underneath it. And this just happened October 3rd. So it's basically the same thing, you know? Well, not really. It's not the same thing, but I just thought I'd share that with you. So I'm going to wash this window. I'm going to wash this window and then we'll go out there and do that video I've been talking about. What's going on with this thing? Okay. And we'll go out there and do that thing I was talking about. Let me just put this on my handy dandy thing so that you have something to look at while you're waiting. Okay. Hold on. One person in here. Wow, person. Okay, hold on. I gotta wash this thing. Oh man, I can't believe this crap. I took down my window cleaner. I took down the window cleaner and the paper towels. What luck. Okay, so I wonder if I can clean it with this towel and some water. Just a minute. That doesn't look very good. Okay. I was going to show you my pistachios that dried out. You want to see them? Not really? Hold on. I said I'm not gonna need no window cleaner. Yesterday I had some right here. It's basically brand new. And now I need window cleaner. So let's go do this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the video on just to drive up here. It's about 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 10 miles using up all my gas. I'm going to turn the video off, turn it back on, and hit that resume thing and see if it works. Okay? So stay tuned, people. Let's see what we got going on here in the comments. I've seen you in here before. Blocks, YouTube. All right, well, thank you people for leaving the comments. Okay, so I'll start the video back up. Thanks for the likes. And I'm going to try to turn this video off and start it back up. I don't know how it'll work, but let's see how it does. I'm just going to shut the phone off and hopefully that'll do it. Okay, I'll start it back up and should be okay. Okie dokie. Work. Let's see if the comments come back on. I don't know if any comments are I don't know if any comments will come on here, but I'm out to where I said I gotta take off this jacket because it's actually a carrot right there. It's like picking a carrot, fresh carrot. They probably got some kind of pesticides on them. I don't know if it's not against the law, but it's fresh carrot. Okay, so we're sitting kind of down a little bit. Let me give you a little rundown. I hope it's working. It doesn't look like it's working, but I know what I can do because I don't see any people in here. What I can do to make sure it's working. Let me check my signal. Oh hell, we got 4 bars on 5G, so there should be no problem. And I see one person just no. Let me just check the signal myself before I start this thing because I'm trying something new. You know, I started the video and I turned it off, then I drove over here. You know, sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't work. So I'm just going to make sure here because I don't see any people. Usually what it does is it knocks out the comments. Okay, I see one. Oh, I see one person, so that I'm not there yet, so I don't know who that person is. But one person, tell us where you're from. People don't like to say that. Okay. So it took me a little bit longer to get here because I got a phone call on the way up here with an appointment with some business that I took care of today. But so then I started back and you know, last time I was in an 18-wheeler. Now I'm in a car. And so, you know, the road is up. The road is even with where I'm at right here. The road is up high in this area. It's right rolling down from the hill. Okay. So this is going up, and this travel center that I'm going to show you right here is basically, it's up on a hill. And if you're in a truck when you're coming to this travel center, especially if you're going north and you're got a full load, I mean, it takes a minute to pull that trailer up that little hill right there. I mean, it's steep. And so even if they were to make another travel center, let's say somebody, Moneybags, actually put another travel center out here. These are for the 18 wheelers, right? 18. Um, I mean, cars go in there too, right? The cars are on one side and the 18 wheelers are on the other side. um, what's the word? Naturally, or obviously, or there's another word, of course. And so if someone even wanted to say get rid of these carrots, it's, bizarre for me to even, suggest, since I'm a, save Mother Earth advocate. And on the other side, they grow carrots, and I forget what other crop they grow. Some kind of, I think they grow carrots or something. But even if they wanted to make another travel center, which they do all the time, you'll see a um, Flying J on this side and a TA, which is Travel Centers of America. You see a TA or a Petro. They have a Petro about 100 miles up that way, going north in Santanella by Los Banos, uh, and um, and it's a big Petro. It's bigger than this, and it's got the driver's lounge. It's got you know washing machines. So it's bigger than this, actually. It's Petro. It's about 100 miles down that way. When you're a truck driver, when you're driving an 18 wheelers, 100 miles is nothing, right? On this freeway, it's an hour and a half. And legally it's 2 hours, but nobody drives 55. It's actually, in my opinion, it's unsafe. But yeah, on this Interstate 5, I can kind of understand, because it's really crazy that there's so many places where they need guardrails and they have zero guardrails, practically no guardrails, all the places that they need them. So, keeping the speed limit down on this area, I can understand why. But other areas, where it's, just clear land here in California, I think 55 is unsafe because it puts you to sleep. Um, and anyway, and so then about 40 or 50 miles down that way, you have another travel center. And it's just your basic travel center, washing machine, um, um, driver's lounge. No, not driver's lounge, washing machine, and they don't have a driver's lounge there. It's in Lost Hills, California, and they have a Love's and a Pilot there. Right down here, they have a little makeshift one. It's just some place, to park basically and get something to eat and use the bathroom. And then about 10 miles down this way, the same thing. Okay, so these are the major travel centers. Is this one, the 100 miles away, and the one about 50 miles away. And so this one here is actually hidden away, because the people in the surrounding communities, the little three towns around here, is Avenel, Huron, and Coalinga. It makes like a triangle. And and so they don't even know this is here, right? They don't know there's a travel center here. Um and and so if a person wanted to if they made another one, which hopefully will be electric, because this is halfway between Los Angeles and Sacramento, or San Francisco. And so that's a major, that's what all these trucks are. I'll show it to you here in a minute. I'll show you the traffic on the Interstate 5. And so if a person wanted to get rid of these carrots and put another travel center here, hopefully a green travel center that has charge ports for 18-wheelers. The nearest one is 20 miles down that way at the Harris Ranch. It's a Tesla charge port. They have probably 20 or 30 chargers for cars, none for trucks, none for, 18-wheelers. So it's needed here because the biggest one in the United States is down in San Bernardino, Colton, actually. Colton, California. It's in San Bernardino County, right? And that one is for charging 18-wheelers. It's the largest in the nation. So don't you think they need one here? You can see the electric Teslas all the time delivering Pepsi and Lay's potato chips around here. Okay? So, they were going to do something with the ports. If they did something with the ports like they said they were going to do, then you would have all these other truck drivers around here hauling containers, who would have to be electrified if they would live up to what they said they were supposed to do. So this would be a perfect place to do it because it's right in between the Los Angeles Long Beach port and the Oakland ports, which are two of the largest ports, and Houston, Texas is another large port. So if a person wanted to put one down here, they could put it with all the bells and whistles, which is the driver's lounge and the washing machines and washers and dryers. This is basically what all Flying J's have. This one is basically a subsidiary or whatever. It's called a 1.9, and it's basically functions like a Flying J pilot Flying J, but it doesn't have the pilot Flying J sign. And they're going up all over the place, these 1.9s. And they actually have very inexpensive fuel. It's like 60 cents per gallon cheaper. So when you're putting in 100 gallons, which they do all the time, they put 100, 200, 300 gallons of fuel each time they fuel up. And that's a lot of money. That's like what, $180 that you save here. And they use, sometimes they use a mix, but they use biodiesel, which in my opinion is light years better than the crappy dinosaur technology diesel. So this stuff is clean. You look at it, it's clear because it's made out of corn oil and candle wax. That's all it is. This name for candle wax is paraffin. It's corn oil and paraffin. That is biodiesel. And so it burns clean. It doesn't have all that nasty crap going into the fumes, and it's way cheaper. So why isn't everybody using it? I know why everybody's not using it, but anyhow, if they were to put another one on this side, with the electric chargers for cars, and because there's a lot of them, there's a lot of electric brands out there. People don't even know what's going on. And it's just that we don't get the Xpangs, the Neos, the Cherries, the Geelys, um, the Xiaomi's. I don't know how to pronounce it. Um, People in other countries have these because they have selection. They have Tesla, they have Xpeng, Neo, Geely, BYD, Cherry, Geely. So which ones do you think they choose? Go to Electric Viking on YouTube and you'll find out which ones they're choosing on every place across the globe. South America, Mexico, Australia, all of Europe, right? Brazil, Argentina, they just sent 6,000 of them to, I think it's Argentina. They sent 7,000 to Brazil just last month. BYD. They've got the biggest shipping. But anyhow, um, so if I take you over the hill to see a gas station that I think they're actually losing money, but it is run by Hindu, I think it's Hindus, and you know, um, if they have other family or stuff, I think a good business move would be to just forget about that Chevron that they have there, because it's got to be losing money. I can take you by there and show you. And so I'm pretty sure they're the only Hindus in the town. All of the other businesses are run by like people from Syria, Sudan, Arabian people. They run all the stores there. I'm pretty sure they're the only people from India in the town. But if they were to like leave that Chevron and come over here and start a business out here on the interstate, I think that would be profitable for them. The business that I'm thinking about is a little taste of India. You see these as you go across the nation. You'll see signs that says a little taste of India. They got one in Bakersfield. And so and put one of those here, because here at this one, I'll go up there, I'll take you up there and show you. They've got two businesses in here which serve food. And I think it should be one of those businesses should be bought out. Take your pick. One of them should be bought out, and they should put one of those Taste of Indias, because the food that they serve to these truck drivers all across the nation is absolute garbage. Okay? Look at their health. It doesn't take a rocket science engineer to figure that out. Okay? So, traveling all across the nation, I can tell you where these Taste of India restaurants are, because they're putting them in travel centers. Okay? You have to drive 600 miles to get to one, which I did all the time. Whenever I'm going to Florida, I already know where they're at. Okay, the first one is in Quartzsite, Arizona, which is not that great, because it's not authentic, in my opinion, because the people who are running it are not Indian. They're not from India. Okay. The people cooking it are not from India. So it's not that great. But when you get to um, Simon, Arizona, they are. So the food is very good. Then a couple hundred miles from there is New Mexico, Deming, New Mexico, and they have one there that is authentic as well, and it's very good. Now, the people from India who are making them, I don't know if they're Punjabi or Sikh, but I'm pretty sure that the one in New Mexico is Sikh, and um, the one in Simon, I don't know if it's Punjabi or Sikh. There's different ones who make the this India food or Punjabi food. I don't know what you call it. I looked up one of the dishes. One of the dishes is called abgashti. Okay, it's goat or sheep. It's in all kinds of spices. So this is good for the truck drivers, even though you have to drive 600 miles to get to it. I'm not sure this thing is working. Hold on. I want to make sure it's working. So, okay. It's getting hot right here with the sun coming in. Okay. Okay, it's working. Oh, this is the whatchamacallits are not showing up on there, but the signal is working. Okay, so even though you have to drive 600 miles, not only is it not the garbage filled with salt and junk, it's loaded with medicinal with medicinal herbs, because herbs are medicinal. I've read the encyclopedia of medicinal plants and herbs. And so what will that will do is I could go over and I can show you the people who are coming here now. There's a lot of people who are not coming here. If I walk out there and show you a live stream, I can't really walk out there because Pilot Flying J's, they always have music playing. And so the video won't work because it's a copyright violation. But if I was to show you the kind of people who are coming here, you'll see that there's a difference between the people who are coming here and, say, one that is over on the 99 freeway. Okay, those people who are over on that place, particularly Tulare. Okay, you can go to Tulare and you'll see that the people who are stopping at those travel centers over there are different than these, namely FBAs and people from India. Okay, you'll notice the difference. They're not stopping here. If you put one of these restaurants in here, that will change. This place will be swamped. Like right now, there's actually places where you can park, which is excellent. If you put one of these restaurants in here, there will be no parking in there because you have all these other people who are just flying right by here. They don't stop here. Okay. And so I don't know if you could increase the parking, but that's the first thing. If you wanted to change it, it would change the whole it'll change the whole area, right? Because what's going on over here on the 99 is completely different. On the Interstate 5 is completely different than what's going on the 99. It's the difference of night and day. The ambience, the people, It's completely different. If you don't believe it, check for yourself. Go to the travel centers in Tulare, California, and come and check out this travel center. It doesn't take a rocket scientist if you just pay a little bit of attention. Okay, so let me put this on a gimbal. So you'll be helping humanity. You'll be helping the truck drivers, and you'll be helping this area. And so the people who would run the restaurant, I guess they would have to move into either this town, which is Avenel, or the town behind me, which is Huron, California, so that they could run the restaurant. And there you can see, I'm using this holder as a gimbal and trying to see this thing. It's not very bright. I can hardly see it. Oh, because it's on me. How did it switch over to me? Okay. I can't turn up my brightness, but yeah, I can't even see nothing, but I'm going to zoom in. Okay, you see the trucks there? Those are actually up on a hill. So I don't know if they would, if right behind them, you can see those are all solar panels. They have a solar field out there. Those are all solar panels right behind the trucks that are there. And on this side are the cars, but that's the back of the place. It kind of like goes around, and then they park because it's on a hill. It's hills coming in right like that. And the trucks are on this side fueling, and then they drive around there and they park way over there in the back. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting the way they did it, right? It's pretty cool. I don't know if you could add on to the parking for all the added business that it would bring and all the new truck drivers, or if a person would just put in a new travel center out here, right? So I was gonna, this thing zoomed in really big. I guess that's as much as it'll zoom, but that's the Interstate 5 right there. Can you see the traffic on the Interstate 5? I can't hardly see nothing because the screen is, I don't have the brightness turned up all the way. But this is the 269. This highway right here is called the 269. Let me get out of the, whatchamacallit. So this is the 269 intersecting with the Interstate 5 in California, San Jose. And San Jose, California, San Joaquin Valley. And so that's my wonderful business plan. And so that's all I've got for right now. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking the video. I can't see the comments on this one. But I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and drive up there and I'll show you. Give you a close-up picture of it. Okay. So someone, who just, wanted to start a franchise, they could do that. And believe me, it will absolutely, if it's authentic, with actual people from India running the place and making the food, absolutely change this place. And I mean, if somebody wanted to go gung-ho and just buy the whole damn place out and expand, I don't know how they would do it. I'm sure they could do it. Expand this place, put in a driver's lounge and washers and dryers. that would be awesome. Okay, so there you can kind of see the trucks over in the back, and I'll take you for a little loop through here so that you can get a close-up view. And the signal's real good out here, so it should not be a problem. Except going up the hill, that's where, you know, completely drops out. But right here is very good. That's usually where I sleep, right there on that hill. It's nice, comfortable. It's got lighting. That's what I like, because you can sit there and eat. You can look out. You don't want to eat in the dark, right? And you don't have to turn your lights on so that, you know, you're like in the spotlight, everybody coming by looking at you. So you can see how you go down the hill now. So it's kind of unique. I mean, I know in some places over in Pennsylvania, you know, it's like that. But here in California, it's kind of unique. And so here you can see they have the side for the 18-wheelers. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 8 or 9 islands, fuel islands. And then for all the cars, we call them four-wheelers. All the four-wheelers are on this side, so they don't have to look at those nasty truck drivers, right? And so this is for the cars, and you come in here and you can go through here and park, or you can do this little loop right here and go to the 2 restaurants. And you can see the 2 restaurants they have. Well, they only got one listed here, the Subway. Subway is one of them, and this Subway is actually pretty good because they actually serve the pizzas here. I don't know if you know it or not, but some Subways make pizzas, and they're very good when you put the bell peppers on them and stuff. And so there you can see they have it set up pretty cool. I mean, I'll go through here. Oh no, I can't, because it says RV and bus only. But you can actually go down this little road right there, and it goes into the 18-wheelers. So let me show you. You can read the 2 restaurants that it has right there. It's Subway and El Sabroso. So when you walk in that door, they're both right there. One right next to each other. So if you were to buy one out and put a little taste of India there, you'd be right next to the other one, and it would just, you know, it probably, I don't know exactly what it would do, but I'm pretty sure it will outperform the other one by leaps and bounds with flying colors. And so that's the back side of the building there. And this is the truck driver part. It's a really nice area. The best parking spot for me is up against these curbs, because they have trash can right there, and you got all the hills behind you. See how I told you they have solar panels up there? Right up there they have the solar panels. 2 solar panel fields. So this is the best place. And then you just come back here, and you can park right here, and you're real close to the restaurants here. So if you park right here, which is my second favorite parking spot, the restaurant is just right there, hop, skip, and a jump. You just climb right there. They got a little trail, and the door's right up there. and you have access to the restaurants. Come back, jump in your truck. So it's pretty nice. Pretty nice parking for trucks. This is the parking lot here. Comparatively speaking, like the Flying J that has, washing machine and driver's lounge, comparatively speaking, it is probably 3 or 4 times larger than this one. So there's room for expansion. I don't know if you'd expand up into those hills or if you'd just leave it like it is, because it is a jewel the way it is right here. It's really nice the way it is. And so I don't know if you would expand it or just put in another one across the street. And there's an electric semi right there delivering Pepsi. See the electric one? Let me show you. This is an electric truck. I sat there and watched him back up one time. That's pretty awesome. There's no engine, there's no motor, no burning fuel. It's electric. That's the electric Tesla right there. See how the door opens? It's pretty cool, huh? That's pretty cool. All right. So that concludes my little business idea for someone. That guy's going pretty fast in here. He's doing like what, 20? Yeah, so that concludes my little thing here. Thanks for tuning in. The biggest thing I've got going right now is commenting on, let me go ahead and tell you her channel now, or should I wait till next week? Let me wait another couple 48 hours and I'll reveal the name of her channel. Because like I said, some people, the sun's hitting the phone now, so it's gonna go out anyway. Some people get on here and they'll be talking, oh, this and this and this and this and this, and that when you say, they're phony. They're being paid. They're trying to make money, right? So let's see what this one is all about. There's a little funky BMW. That's weird, because that's the third BMW or Mercedes or whatever I've seen today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and end this, and I will tell you her name. I'll give you a hint of her name. No, I won't. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the likes. Appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed. That helps out a lot. Eventually, I know it will build, and it is what it is. So like, share, subscribe, so that we can get to the bottom of this, because she's talking about, relationships and stuff, and I'm feeling it. This ain't like and she talks on and on and on, so this will get interesting. And if she says, you're a nut, you're crazy or whatever, hey, we'll move on to the next one, till eventually somebody will have the balls, well, in this case, since it's female, will have the gumption to cowboy up and get on here and give your honest opinion on this issue of couples and relationships. you know, even through these different cultures, because all the people are basically, it's basically do as I say, not as I do, right? They, basically will rock you to death, stone you for, having an extramarital affair, right? And doing adultery, infidelity, when they have 5, 6 different, would you say hoes? They're not hoes, right? They don't see it that way. So talk to you later.